Doyle, Scarlett, Tammy, Andy, and a group of survivors decide to leave the city while also getting word from Flynn that the government has decided to bomb the entire city to keep the infection from spreading.
How long we got?
They're already on their way. You got 4 minutes, tops. But listen, I got some clear landing ground at Regent's Park. That's the pickup point. Got it?
So while having 4 minutes to escape, they also have to go through an obstacle course, and their first obstacle is a sniper who is not a perfect marksman.
I need you to run as fast as you can in a zigzag like this, okay?
Oh, Andy!
Their second obstacle is escaping the firebomb. Now, finally, once our team has reached their destination, they get to take a little break. Scarlett tells Doyle that Andy's blood is very important because of his eyes that his mom had. They have similar eyes and a similar blood type. Since she died in the explosion back in the city, Andy is the only one with the blood type that could possibly find a cure for the infection. And so Scarlett says that these kids' lives are more important than hers and his.
I got him.
Flynn shows up to the extraction point in his helicopter, and it's all chaos from here because Flynn's freaking out. He doesn't know who these One guy ends up freaking out, so he grabs the side of the helicopter. Flynn's freaking out. Here come the infected people. It's all chaos. This is the badass moment in the film where Flynn goes berserk with the helicopter and just starts slicing up the infected. I wonder if Harold Perrineau actually flew that helicopter, because the way Juan Carlos Fresnadillo shoots this sequence is fantastic, because we can see Harold Perrineau's face flying the helicopter, and then the shots that they get of the helicopter flying overhead of the characters is fantastic. Like, I'm sure they did it safely, but it just looks so intense. It feels real, and it's emotional because, I mean, come on, man, Flynn, you didn't have to treat this character, I think his name is Sam, right?
Hey, Sam.
You didn't have to treat Sam like that. Sam was a nice guy. He tried to save Andy. He just wanted to be rescued. Flynn, you didn't have to be an asshole. Now they have to meet at a new location, which is Wembley Stadium. It's an iconic shot, but it's not really Wembley Stadium. So therefore, now having to meet at a new extraction point, we have obstacle number 4, which is a gas bomb. I don't know what you call this, tear gas, I think. Anyways, it surrenders the infected unconscious, and now our team has to get this car started before they get set on fire by these individuals.
You pop the clutch when I tell you, okay? You get them to the stadium. I'll meet you there.
I really like Doyle's death in this film. Doyle gets the hero's death. Like, I love Jeremy Renner as this character, and Doyle, man, he was just really cool, man, and I love the relationship he had with Flynn. They had really good camaraderie, man, and then when Doyle gets killed, set on fire, man, I feel that pain.
Pain.
Did you think that the obstacles were gonna stop? No, the obstacles are not gonna stop. This is a full-blown action movie at this point.
It's a big action film done on a pretty small budget, and a way to achieve a lot of that is realistically, you know, and we've used a lot of handheld camera. I think that's partly because we wanted to look realistic. We wanted to feel sort of believable. There've been a lot of railways, undergrounds, major sites, gas attacks, helicopters falling apart. It's been really difficult, but luckily the production team have done a fantastic job.
Once the gunner plane level is completed, we move on to the next stage, which is the tunnel system, and it's like a found footage movie at this point.
Okay, alright? Grab hold the other railing, okay? Go to your right. Scarlet, come see it! Okay.
Unfortunately, Scarlet meets her demise at the hands of Don. And it's funny how he's been able to follow his family up until this point. I guess what the thing is, it's all about blood. They're bound by blood. Yeah, the only reason he was able to track his family here is because they're bound by blood. Don ends up biting Andy, so who knows what's gonna happen with that. But fortunately, this family reunion is cut short when Scarlet interferes and shoots her dad multiple times. Don dies. Don's dead. Scarlet had to kill her father. She cries. It is very sad. But then the saddest thing is her brother infected now?
Am I one of them?
Tammy lies to her brother's face. She says he's fine when the movie clearly shows that he is infected now. But the question is, will he show symptoms like his mom? Will he turn into an infected person, or will, he remain neutral? Who knows? But that's the beauty of this movie, because it's hitting us with the moral dilemmas again, because Tammy knows that her brother is infected. She saw it clear as day in front of her eyes, but she lied to him because that's her brother, that's her family. Her mom's dead. She just had to shoot her father, so her dad's dead. Her brother's probably the only family she has left. So it's like, what would you do in this situation?
Stop! Where's Doyle?
It's just us.
Come on. Get in.
I watched him for 15 years, sitting in a room, staring at a wall, not seeing the wall, looking past the wall.
I guess they landed somewhere in Paris, and then Andy attacked Tammy, and then she got infected, and then they attacked Flynn, and he got infected. So all three of them running around in Paris infected, and then they infected the civilians, and now the whole population is infected, and now we don't know what's gonna go on because it's just like spread everywhere now. I really enjoyed this movie. 28 Weeks Later. I didn't enjoy it as much as 28 Days Later. I feel like 28 Days Later has more charm to it. But that doesn't take anything away from this movie, 28 Weeks Later. I mean, it has everything pretty much. It's got the theme, it's action-packed, it hits you with a ton of moral dilemmas from the very opening scene. I just love how this film, from the very opening scene, even though it starts off calm, it hits the ground running, hitting you with moral dilemmas, getting us to know these characters, putting us in their predicament within these situations. What would you do if you were in their shoes? And that's what I love about it. It just keeps going and going and going, and it doesn't stop. There's rarely a moment to breathe. I thought that Juan Carlos Fresnadillo did a phenomenal job taking over the helm with this. He made it his own, even though it does feel like the first film, but not the digital aspect. They got rid of that. But it still is still edited by Chris Gill, the same editor. They still got the same team, but hey, they put a lot of work into this, and I'm glad that Danny Boyle and Alex Garland were executive producers, and they were hands-on. They really care about this. You can tell there's a lot of love put in this project. So even though I don't love it as much as the first one, I still love 28 weeks later, I enjoy it on its own, even if I love the first one more. I really do enjoy this movie, and it goes by super fast, super quick. I think it's shorter than the first one. This goes by super fast, super quick. You blink and it's over, but it hits you with so many emotions and so many questions and so many just like visceral moments. Like that helicopter scene is is everything, man. This movie's great. I really don't have any complaints about this film. I enjoy 28 weeks later. It is a fun, emotional, moral dilemma because it just, oh man, it hits you. It makes you question yourself, man. Is really good. This is a really, really phenomenal movie. That's all I have to say. The nighttime scenes, you can tell they shot day for night, and yeah, it's whatever.